Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Tyler from Team Edo. I'm one of the presidents, and today I'm giving you guys another Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile. Today I'm doing a profile on Trickstars, and yeah, I took this deck to a regional lately. I didn't do the best, but I didn't do terrible. But anyway, let's just get right into the deck profile. So first off, you gotta play triple Trickstar Candina. She is your searcher for all your Trickstar cards. She searches your Light Stage, Reincarnation, your other Trickstar monsters, and yeah, so triple Candina. Then you're gonna play triple Trickstar Licorice. She's basically like your major way of burning your opponent because you play Reincarnation while you have Licorice on board. They banish their entire hand, and if you don't draw them, they draw the same number of cards, and you're just burning them for more damage, and if you have multiple Licorice on board, the damage actually stacks up. So yeah, that's that. And then finally, one Lilybell. Lilybell is, if you draw her, it's a brick. It actually is. I mean, you can normal summon her, and then if you have like Licorice in your hand, you can bounce her back, and then she special summons herself when she's added to hand. But I mean, besides that, yeah, she's basically a brick. So that's it for the Trickstar monsters. Now off to your hand traps. We're playing 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. She's not really so good in this particular format, but I mean, besides Pendulum, like any other deck that you can Ash, like if you're playing a 60 card and you Ash Left Arm Offering, that's amazing. If you can, Ash Pod Desires. You can even Ash Reincarnation if you're playing Mirror Match. So yeah, triple Ash. And then triple Ghost, in my opinion, one of the better hand traps. Because, I mean, your opponent summons Electromite, they activate the effect, you Ghost Odor. Sure, they still did the monster with the Ash but they don't have the Electromite anymore to pop their Pendulum Zones. And arguably, Ghost Odor, Effect Veiler, probably the best hand trap. So that's it for that. And then finally, for the hand traps, playing 3 Draw. Honestly, this card needs to get banned. Or Reincarnation, because like the Reincarnation Draw combo is so deadly. And like you can Ash the Reincarnation, there's ways to stop it, but it's like if you don't have outs to draw Reincarnation, you just don't have a hand. And you're most likely gonna lose. I believe 3 times at regional I got draw Reincarnation and the person just scooped. But yeah, draw was arguably one of the best hand traps in this game, and that's it for hand traps. And then finally, 2 Eater of Millions. I was playing 3 for a while, but honestly, like 3 is a brick. 2 is a good ratio, and it's just Trickstars have a hard time beating over things. So Eater of Millions is basically just to beat over those problematic monsters like Masterpiece when he's not unaffected by monster effects, and like you can banish other huge monsters like Borlo Dragon. Like basically that it's just an out. Okay, that's it for the monsters. Off to the spells. Triple Light Stage. Light Stage is probably the best spell in here. It does multiple things. It lets you add Trickstars. It freezes your opponent's back row, and whenever your Trickstar monsters deal damage that's battle or effect damage, you deal an additional 200. So let's say I have Candida out in the field. If I attack directly, that's 2,000 damage right there because the 18 and the 200. So yeah, triple Light Stage. And then basically you're playing 6 because you're playing 3 Terraforming. I feel like Terraforming is going to get banned or limited, so when that time comes, Metaverse. Excellent card. Okay, and now time for the most broken card in this deck. Scapegoat. This card's definitely getting banned. Because like you can just set this your turn and then pass. And then if your opponent has no out to pop in your back row, end phase you just flip the Scapegoat, and then like you can just go into your linked fours like Borlo Dragon, Saryuja, whatever you want to go into. And then 2 Pod Desires. I was playing 3, but I was banishing all my combo pieces, so I dropped it down to 2. And then finally, one red Dicky. Just an easy board wipe. I know it's gold rare. Shame on me. Alright, now on to the traps. Triple Reincarnation. This card, honestly should have never been made, but completely broken. Because, I mean, I know some people like to Foolish Burial Goods Reincarnation, so that way you can just banish it to some of your Trickstar monsters back. But honestly, like this card's super broken. You can even play this in non-Trickstar decks and it would still be broken because you can still Reincarnation Droll people. It's just not as consistent. But like, yeah, no, Reincarnation Droll is stupid. All right, so that's it for that. And then 3 Solemn Strike. Solemn Strike is basically just negate. I mean, like, more than likely your life points are going to be higher than your opponent's, so you don't really care about life points too much. So Solemn Strike is just a good out to stopping your opponent's special summoning or stopping their effects. And then finally, to round off the traps, we have 2 Heavy Storm Duster and 2 Torrential Tribute. Heavy Storm Duster is honestly, in my opinion, better than Cosmic because like you just set this your turn, and then on your opponent's end phase they set up like this. This is great against True Draco because like they'll card Demise, set all their spells and traps, and then on your end phase you just Heavy Storm Duster and like just pop the hopefully good spells that they set, and then Torrential. Torrential is really great against Pendulum because they Pendulum summon and then you flip Torrential and blows up their entire board. They basically just have to give up after that. Alright, so that's it for the main deck. It's 40 cards. Now off to side deck. Side deck's up to personal preference. This is just what I play against the current meta before the ban list inevitably shows up. Alright, so first off, 3 Kaijus. And so you run 3 Kaijus because of Slumber, and I mean this is basically just your out to True Draco. Because I mean, you just blow up their board. If Masterpiece is not unaffected by spell cards, you just Slumber, blow up the board, and then bring out 2 Kaijus. You mostly bring out Gamisho and Doggeran. But yeah, so that's it for that. And then Chaos Hunter. Chaos Hunter is good against Mirror Match because like they special summon Lycoris, you discard a card, special summon Chaos Hunter, and then and then they can't. If they don't summon Lycoris during damage step, you basically win because they can't beat over it and they can't banish your cards of Reincarnation. And then finally, to round off monsters, I'm Honest. Until Trickstar Carabine comes out, which I don't know if it's going to be a promo or in Flames of Destruction, but for right now, this is our only Honest. And honestly, 1's just a good ratio. Like, it's just a beat over. It's just a beat over monsters. All right, spells. 2 Cosmic Cyclone, and then the Kaiju Slumber. Cosmic Cyclone is good against True Draco, Pendulum matchup, but I wouldn't main deck it. It's mainly just for side. And then Slumber, like I said before, is just to blow up the board. So that's it for spells. And then finally, 3 Anti-Spell Fragments. You play Pendulum, you set this during your first turn. You pass. During standby, you flip this face up, they have to pass. Because, like, there's no... it's so dumb. 2D Barrier, also really broken. I know with the new structure deck, you can actually search this card with Lilith, and I might actually end up building that deck in the future because a searchable D barrier is honestly broken, and you can. Oh no, you can't search anti-spell. No, but you can search evenly matched though, and I'm only playing 1. I only own 1. If I had 3, I would play 3. I'd probably get rid of maybe the 2 Cyclones, because, I mean, I'm running Heavy Storm Dust already. But anyway, that's it for side deck. Like I said, side is up to personal preference. That's personally what you want to play. So yeah, that's it for that. Alright, now off to Extra Dark. This is the spicy stuff. Alright, so you have Borlo Dragon, Topologic Bomber Dragon, Saryuja, and Firewall. These are all your linked fours that you can go into with Scapegoat. Bomber is actually really good because it basically just becomes a dark hole. And I mean, like, you can just blow up your opponent's entire board. You don't really care about like your board because you have reincarnation in the graveyard to bring your Trickstars back. So you don't really care about blowing up your board. Next off, Ningirsu. Ningirsu is just good to go into for getting rid of cards in the field that can't be targeted, because he doesn't target and he sends cards to the graveyard. Next off, Decode. Decode's good, but don't really go into it too much. Trickstar Crimson Heart. I play Crimson Heart over Holly Angel because there's a combo where you can actually reincarnation draw your opponent during your turn, and like so you summon Crimson Heart. If you have a Trickstar card in hand, you discard it, and then each of you draw a card. But if your life points are higher, you draw 2 cards, and then you just draw that, and then chain reincarnation of that. You banish their entire hand. And if you have Lycros on board, you actually deal damage to them. And then let's see here. Then you play Ib. Just because like it's just an easy link to Mrs. Radiance, Prot Sea Dragon. I play 2 Linked Spider, Link Kariba, and then finally for XCs I play Bright Sword and Nightmare Shark. Nightmare Shark actually won me a game at Regional because like they were down to 1500. I just overlaid 2 Candina, made Nightmare Shark, detach, alright, attack for game. But yeah, honestly Nightmare Shark and Bright Sword are like some of the best cards. Alright, well that's it for the deck profile. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more deck profiles. I will probably be doing a Lair of Darkness Infernoid profile in the future because that deck is honestly broken. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy and have a good rest of your day.